In the last video, we got the oil and filter done. We found there's still lots of problems with the brakes, still got mud flaps to do, still need to cut out numbers and install them. Top off the fluids like the rear axle, the transmission, check the charging system, and install a shift boot. And time is running out. So a few times now, I've topped off the master cylinder, pumped the pedal, come back and look at it, and it is either low or empty again. Well, the brakes kind of work good enough to take it on a test drive around the block. We got brakes. Oh, oh man, I don't know if I got power steering. Oh, we're moving. Power steering is screaming. Screaming. I don't know how much fuel I got. I don't think the fuel gauge works in this. I wonder if defrost works in this. It's on defrost, it's on warm, it's on high. Grab second gear. Second works. Boy, this clutch is stiff. Wonder if it needs probably needs some WD-40 or some kind of lube on it or something. Feels like it's binding up. Turn signal works, right turn signal works. Oh, going downhill, there's a stop sign. Oh man, this does not want to stop. Oh. If I pump the pedal a couple times. I think maybe just the rear brakes are working. I'm not sure the fronts are working. The run's pretty good. Just stopping's a problem. Yeah, we gotta tear into these brakes. Take another turn, right turn here, go around the block. Boy, this seat is way up high too. I had a Mazda RX-8 seats in here a long time ago. They fit nice. They were nice low. I had plenty of headroom. Real comfortable. Good side bolstering. Put my eyes right about the middle of the windshield. They were perfect. But I had to put it back in the yellow RX-8 when I sold it. Oh, this clutch is gonna kill my knee. This is tough. This is really hard to push down on. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'll have to add that. I'll have to add that to the list when I get back. It seems to track straight. Oh, power steering. Gotta add that to the list too. Power steering is definitely screaming. Oh, she's got some power. Definitely burning off some cobwebs and some leaves and some other debris. You can smell it. that was a bit of a lean misfire. That's not good. We just need to blow out all the junk out of the carburetor. Although it did pretty good on the F2020, it ran good. Yeah, this clutch is starting to loosen up a little bit, but it's got a long way to go. It is very stiff. Got good oil pressure. Temperatures seem to be good. Oh, you can hear that power steering whining, just screaming. Help me, help me. If the parking brake, I think the brake should hold. I don't know if I trust the parking brake. So power steering fluid is definitely empty. It is about bone dry, so I definitely need to put some power steering fluid in there. I don't know how bad the leak is. It looks like it's just seeping. So hopefully I can put some in there, top it off, pressure wash it, and it'll be good for a week. But the next thing I really need to do is jack up the back of this car and tear into the rear brakes, which I'm afraid of what I'm going to find. After the test drive, front section of the master cylinder is empty again, so all that fluid's going somewhere. So there's most likely a leak someplace, so I gotta tear into that and see if I can get these brakes figured out. So I took a break for a couple of hours. My battery was dying, so I had to charge it up, but didn't miss much. Other than jacking up the back of the car is about all I've got done in the last couple of hours. It's about 11 now. It's actually after 11. So I'm running out of time. We're getting into, I don't know what I'm gonna find here. On these brakes, I'm a little concerned as to what I'm gonna find. Oh, in the process when I took a break, I did get the numbers on the car, on this one, on my car. And I got some decals done on the Celica. These are a little bit low. I expected to find a leak. That actually doesn't look too bad. I don't see any leaks. The brake lines all look good. I don't know. Just gonna put this back on and see it's 100%. Wow, that side looks pretty good too. Again, the shoes are a little worn, but not really to be concerned about. And the drum doesn't even really have a lip on it. That's okay. Well, while we have the wheels off, it's a little bit loose. Maybe, I don't know, maybe tighten that up. While we have the wheels off, maybe take a look at building some mud flaps. Some cheap rally car mud flaps. All right, so we need to start by making a pattern. Some poster board. Probably start at, let's see, maybe something like that.
I thought he was looking for you. He said, I want mommy, but...
Actually, I need to go in. There you go, how's that look? I think that's gonna work pretty good. But when I cut it out, I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, I think that'll work. I got these floor mats at the Home Depot. I watched some, after watching some YouTube videos, that's what a lot of the cheap guys use. These were only $3 each, so I just got to figure out which side. I think I want to put this. I want to put it like that. Well, I'm sorry I did not get to record everything. I ran out of storage on my camera. I had to clear some. Get back here. Where are you going? All right, I had to clear some to make some more room for storage. I think there we go. Just pop right in there. Just messing with me now. Well, the rear brakes didn't look bad, which I'm a little concerned because I keep going through brake fluid. I think the next thing to do is going to be, to bleed the brakes. I got to find another jug of brake fluid and start checking brake lines to see if there's a leak somewhere. I keep losing fluid, which would say to me it's ooh. Losing fluid should say to me it's a leak, but I don't see any puddles anywhere. I just don't know. So the rears have wheel cylinders. They're pretty buried. That's why I took the rears off. Took the rear wheels off, pulled the drums off, check the brakes. They all look pretty good. The fronts are disc brakes, which everything's pretty out in the open. Any kind of leaks, I'd be able to see them. Whereas the rears, a lot of the times it just stays in the drum, so it's harder to see, to identify. But everything's dry in these. They don't look too bad, other than maybe be ready for some shoes in the next year. Brake shoes. Or disc brakes back here. That's what I need to do, is do a disc brake conversion. And 5 lug, disc brakes, 5 lug, something like that. I'd like to put a fuel injected engine in here. All right, well, that's that. Find some more brake fluid and then bleed the brakes next. So here's the list. We need gas still, coil, I think we're gonna have to cancel that. Brakes, I'm not sure still. Mud flaps are done. Charging system, I think we're just gonna forget that. Power steering, I got more fluid in there. Clutch pedal hard, we're gonna have to forget about that. Mud flaps are on. Cleaning. So I gotta get gas still. Battery hold down, that's gonna be a big one still. I'm not quite sure how to handle that one. And the brakes, I still have a brake problem. Top off fluids, we're just gonna have to skip that. I'm sure it'll be fine. Charging system, hopefully it's okay. Shift boot, I'll see. I'm gonna have to try and find something to order it, and I'll have to put that on when I come back. Hopefully I can find something that'll go on pretty quick. So the biggest thing right now, this battery hold down, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for that. I have no plan. And brakes. And it is noon, so I only have a couple hours left. The clock's ticking. So I just filled up the brake master cylinder 2 more times. And each time I fill it up, I pump the pedal. And 5, 6, 7. Okay, now I got pedal. All of a sudden it feels a lot better. Just keep pumping. And now it's gone again. There's got to be fluid leaking out somewhere. I think there'd be a puddle that would be easier to find. Well, I found where it is going. There is a nice leak right there behind the brake pedal, master cylinder, the brake master cylinder, which means the rear seal's probably leaking, which means this hydro booster is probably full of brake fluid, which means this master cylinder is going to need to be replaced, which finding one for a 81 Granada is probably going to be pretty tough. I'm not sure if I can machine it out and get some new seals. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to handle that, but I got to come up with something pretty quick. That's it. I'm officially done. Master cylinder's leaking. I can't get parts for a couple of days. I've got a couple hours left, but I don't have enough time to take care of that today. I still have no plan for the battery hold down. The shift boot, I ordered a shift boot and a shift knob, so that will be here this week, but that's a quick and easy fix. The master cylinder, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to have to rebuild this one. It should be the same as a Mustang. I still got a whole bunch of junk in the trunk that needs to be cleaned out, although that shouldn't take too long. I would like to get the back seat and some of the carpet out of the trunk. The rear window leaks on this, so there is all kinds of mold and mildew and all kinds of stuff in here. I'd like to let that air out a little bit. But the battery's a big thing. I may end up, maybe while I'm out of town, I'll see if I can find a battery kit, relocation kit. At that point, I just got to run a thick battery cable from the trunk up to the front. That takes a little bit of time, but it's doable. That's it. I failed on this one. This one beat me. I will be back here the end of the week, so I can hopefully button this up and head to Dirtfish to rally it. I did get mud flaps on. I got numbers on. So we'll go from there. So please leave a comment. If you have any suggestions, any advice, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.